Welcome back, everyone. I appreciate your guys' support. Got some interesting news for you guys. In case you guys aren't following my Instagram, you guys need to do that now. But I just changed the username for it, so the actual code is inside me _ pod, POD. It's all lowercase. I just wanted to make sure I got that out there before anybody starts looking up the Thicky Nicky Instagram and they're not going to find it. So I had to rename it just for continuity between all the platforms. And so again, appreciate you guys for the support. Want to remind you guys I still have the GoFundMe up for some of the video equipment and extra funds just to kind of help me get everything, I guess, produced and edited. Anything counts. I mean, I don't care if it's $1, but I'm really trying to run with this, and I'm looking to you guys for some support. And hopefully soon, once we get video and some higher quality audio, I'll start getting people up on the podcast, and I can start doing guests and actually host the Inside Me / Inside Us podcast. But please, if you're listening to this on Spotify, thank you. Subscribe to the channel, and then also if you're listening to this on YouTube, which is the primary platform other than Spotify, go ahead and subscribe. And I really need you guys to start sharing these, please. Let's get this podcast out there. I'd like to start increasing my reach to viewers who may not know me personally. But for all my friends and family who actually have listened to the podcast, I can't thank you guys enough. Just your viewership alone and listenership is truly grateful. I'm grateful of that. So, super exciting, dude. The last week has been kind of crazy. I've been trying to get the Spotify and iTunes thing up and going. So I got Spotify, and now I just got to make some adjustments to get it over to iTunes. But hopefully you guys will continue to enjoy the podcast, and let's kick it off, man. I started a conversation. So one of the guys I roll with at the gym, he is a state trooper, and I had a conversation with him about it. And with everything going on right now, the first thing I asked, because I didn't know he was a trooper, he's like, yeah, I work the night shifts or whatever. And of course, the first thing I had to ask was, with a smirk on my face, so how's it out there? Like, how is it? And he's a really nice guy, so he didn't really want to talk down on people. He's very polite. But he told me like 6 different instances where people were like blatantly breaking the law, and because they had a video camera in his face, they thought they were correct, which is insane to me. Like, people, like, now, just because of the climate, like the fuck cops narrative, people think that they can just break the law and that they know, law is better than the cops themselves. I agree with a lot of the cops. Sorry, not a lot. Some of the cops that are just making poor decisions, right? Whether out of anger or not. But it's like, it strikes me really weird that people still can't like grasp that these guys are out there every single day. And they never have good news. Like, if you get pulled over by a cop, you can pretty much assume it's probably because you did something. Very rarely, I think, is it like you have a rear tail light out, I'm just going to give you a warning, right? Like, you're probably going to get a ticket or a citation or something, which is whatever. Pay your $10, your $50, whatever, and get on with your shit. But it's hilarious that, like, these people will, like, he said that one person put an iPad in their face. An iPad. Could you imagine if that didn't record? Like, if you're, like, fumbling with the buttons and you think you're being a smart ass and you didn't even push record. You're just, like, being an asshole to this cop and you didn't even push record. people that like record their altercations with, or their interactions with cops, are the same people that don't put their carts back at the store. You know what I'm talking about? They just leave them out to like ding up everybody's car in a parking lot. It's retarded. Like, literally all you have to do is be civil. I was thinking, like, what if I got pulled over and I was thinking about like pulling out my phone and then just I'm just playing with you. But then that's also stupid, right? Because like if I pull my phone out and I start recording, it's already gonna ignite the bias of the cop. Like, oh, here we go, another fucking asshole. But it's like when does it end? I saw another video of like the cop that's just standing there and like everybody's blowing smoke in his face. That shit is so funny. If you guys haven't, I'm about to type it up on YouTube. It's this cop in like riot gear. It's fucking hysterical. So all these like people like think they're getting one over on him, right? But he doesn't give a fuck. He like does this like weird like look down thing where I think he thinks he's like showing like, oh, I could fuck you up right now. Because it's like a bunch of chicks just blowing smoke in his face. But it's hilarious because like in my head, like some of those riots actually look not fun in the way like I want to go break shit, but like they look fun because it looks live. Like everybody's like, there's definitely music playing. I feel like some of these riots are probably like really fun to be in because everybody's just live. I know in my neighborhood when I was growing up, like there would always be somebody with a fucking speaker throwing down that like little Boosie or some old 50 Cent. You can get that shit jumping. Like the Percolator, I'm from Jersey, so like the Percolator, that shit ripped. The Dougie, the Jerk. Could you imagine just being in a giant riot? Not even a riot, there's just like a protest. And then it turns into like a flash mob of everybody doing the Dougie. I know I'm probably showing my age a little bit right now, but like if I was that cop, how funny would it have been? Hold on, I'm looking it up on YouTube. How funny would it have been if the cop just like started slurping up the smoke? Like shotgunning it? U.S. cop stays calm as angry Black Lives Matter protests blow smoke in his face. Bro, I grew up and like when I was like a little bit older of a teen, I was smoking cigarettes. And we couldn't get any money for cigarettes. Yeah, this cop's demeanor is pretty crazy though. Like they are all up in his face. He didn't do shit. He was just standing there and he like looks down like the Terminator. Like Jason. You guys remember the Friday the 13th movies? Somebody like hits him and then he just kind of looks at him. That's exactly what was happening. And it sucks because he's got a face mask on, so they're like blowing the smoke up the face mask. What if they were blowing weed in his face? He's gonna pop on his test. I would assume they get drug tests. He's gonna pop. His finger popping. He's gonna pop. There's no way. Or maybe, oh man, I'm just thinking like, because like, the thing that makes the video is his bearing, right? Like he just looks straight the whole time. But if he would have just gave a quick like, they probably all would have just backed off because they would have thought he was a fucking weirdo. He did the like Hannibal Lecter, the Dwight from fucking The Office when he like cuts the face off of the fucking rescue dummy. Just inhales this giant smoke cloud. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. A lot of these guys don't deserve this shit. Something definitely has to happen, but like much like magic, bro. Like, it feels a lot like a knee-jerk reaction, and I get this is definitely a time for change, and it's awesome. I'm super happy that this is happening because there is a problem, right? But then people in general will just take shit high and to the left, like way off. Like, peaceful protests by no means are blowing smoke in people's face, like trying to get a reaction out of cops, right? Because then you're just kind of feeding into the beast. But fucking, dude, people know how to get shit live. And there's definitely got to be like parties afterwards, right? Like, you don't just come off of that like enraged high and just go home. People are for sure fucking after those. You know what I'm talking about? You're just fucking engorged with fucking rage. And then you just go straight to your pee-pee when you get home. You get home, dude, you just want to fuck after those riots. Have you guys ever been in a large crowd and like you're all just chanting shit? Humans are like pack animals. We have to be, because we're like weak to some of the other animals. I would imagine we, like, through history, we evolved as like packs, which is why we always stick together. Dude, after that, you're fucking, dude. You're going to get into an entanglement, bro. You're going to entangle with your dangle. Entangle with the dangle, bruh. I was reading this article. Speaking of entanglement, reading this article. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this documentary. Yeah, so technically it wasn't an article. I was watching a goddamn documentary because I'm an idiot. I barely know how to read sometimes. But watching this, if you guys haven't watched it already, it's called The Game Changer. Dude, they do these tests, right? And on these tests, they're testing like collegiate level athletes. They're testing their boners. I thought it was going to be some high science shit, right? Nope. They're testing these guys' entangled dangles. And they give one beef, another one chicken, and the other one gets beans. And they're eating these burritos. And they're checking their blood levels and shit like that. Dude, it's hilarious because then, after all the cool science stuff, they're like, hey, this one's for the boys out there watching this fucking podcast, or watching this documentary. They're like, hey, we're gonna put this big pillow around your dick, and when you get a boner at night, we're gonna track it. We're gonna track how raging it is. And guess what? Turns out, on a plant-based diet, you get big boners. I'm talking natural blood flow. And I'm not even doing like an ad for plant-based diets. This is just fact. They had all these backing arguments like humans have flat teeth, and if you look at most herbivores, it's meant, like, flat teeth are meant for crushing vegetables. What he didn't take into account was that we also have, what is it called? The canines and the incisor teeth or whatever. Those are meant for tearing. So we're omnivores. We do both. We go both way, baby. Oh yeah, baby. We go both ways. We're LGBT plant-based in this mother. Okay? We do all of it. So they start testing these boners. And guess what? Plant-based diets give bigger boners. That's all I got out of it. They give you cleaner blood, less fat, and they give you big boners. Can you imagine taking a chick out on a date? I've been out of the dating scene for almost 10 years now. But imagine taking a girl on a date, you take her to a fucking salad bar. Oh, this dude's cheap. In your head, you're like, I'm ready to fuck. You're trying to get down, dude. What if you get that one hip chick that knows about plant-based diets and she's already tracking? She already knows. Oh, he's taking me to the salad bar. He's trying to fuck. He's trying to take me back. It's also weird though, because like you've never heard a dude say like, oh yeah, like after this salad, I'm gonna get so engorged. Imagine being a guy, like you're just sitting, you're like at your own house. Yeah, man, I'm gonna chew on some celery. Yeah, I'm gonna get some celery, maybe some spinach. I'm just gonna spend the day beating off. No one's ever heard of that, but this documentary, dude, they proved it. You have a higher sex drive and a bigger boner because of plant-based diets. Sorry, I'm taking a drink of water. Plant-based diets are the way to go. Plant-based diets. Dude, I'm talking beans, broccoli. Beans and broccoli. Beans, broccoli's boners. Could you imagine showing up all limp dick because you had too much burger, bro? It's not happening. You're trying to show up hard as a diamond. Okay? Ready to pump it up. Speaking of that, I was thinking in jiu-jitsu. I was training and like I saw the women empowered. This I don't know why this thought hit me, but like we all know superhero movies, right? And it's always got like an origin story. I'm watching the women empowered class and it's teaching women how to defend themselves against a bigger, stronger guy trying to sexually assault, right? So there's like a lot of hair pulling and they lead into arm bars and just remounting or evading the fight or escaping, right? And martial arts is all about just having good morals, right? Being the last person to fight in the room because you know how to fight. And just making like more sound decisions. And I was thinking, what if you flip that? Like if you flip that, right? And that's like the villain's origin story. You imagine you're literally taking fucking one of the coolest things you could do, right? And let's take it far the other way. So you have somebody who's really good, right? Maybe stopping fights. What about somebody that's sexually assaulting, secretly going to these classes? And then it planted the seed. I'm like looking around at the class. Maybe there's some weirdos. Fuck, I'm weird to some people. The crazy thing I was thinking though, you couldn't stop it, even if you wanted to. With jiu-jitsu, dude, somebody could literally take you down, hold you down, and fuck your feet. Could literally fuck your feet while giving you a wet willy. You couldn't do anything about it. Fast Freddy has a foot fucking fetish. And he's fucking your feet. You don't even like it. If you wanted to, he'll choke you out. Try getting away, choke you out. You wake up, guess what? Your heels are sore. The arches of your feet are blown out because he's fucking your feet. Maybe he's fucking your ass. That'll hurt. I'd be so confused if I woke up and my butt was sore. Or your mouth is like stretched out. Ooh. If a jiu-jitsu guy decided to be a rapist, it would be terrible. It would be terrible. Nobody would be able to stop him. And he'd be just training at a normal gym. And nobody would know. Nobody would know. Out there sexually assaulting people. Damn. That shit's crazy. Because, like, we already know people can go high and left with, like, with weapons, right? Like, you get the crazy kid, crazy adult going to college. But, like, I don't think anybody's ever thought about that. Or, like, maybe they're just so good, that's why they're not getting caught. Right? They're just training at gyms. That could happen. But, like, I've never seen this shit. And it got me thinking. Me and my son, we rewatched Jurassic World, and we watched, like, the behind the scenes. Dude, I forgot how crazy, like, how, like, cheesy these movies are. Like, you could almost always predict the script in these things. And one thing I couldn't stop noticing was the security guard that gets skipped literally every single time somebody's walking into, like, the control room. He's like, hey, you got a badge? And then, like, Chris Pratt walks right by him. Later on in the movie, like, a bunch of people from the company InGen. And this dude just gets passed every single time. It was hilarious to watch because once I noticed it the first time, it just kept happening throughout the movie. Like, this dude couldn't even get a sentence out, and everybody's just literally passing him. And then I watched the behind the scenes. I don't know if you guys watch a lot of the behind the scenes stuff, but I think it's hilarious to go back and see how they made the movies. Because I don't know if you know this, but the raptors that are in Jurassic World, hey, they're giant human beings with raptor head mounts. Like, there is a foam dinosaur head attached to their head, and they have to act like raptors. I don't think I could ever do that. I try and do it with my son and my back hurts. Can you imagine, like, signing to a movie and they're like, oh yeah, you're going to be Blue for Jurassic Park. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I don't know who that is. He sounds like a badass mercenary. That dude probably fucking kills things. He's probably the badass. They show up and they give you this fucking gray costume with the balls on it. Yeah, we need you to be a fucking, you're the raptor. Huh? You said what? Yeah, you're the raptor. Oh, okay, cool. So, like, like Raptor the mercenary? Like, I'm ferocious? No, you're gonna play the animal. And then in another scene, Chris Pratt's, like, prying this pteranodon off of him, and in the behind the scenes, dude, they had a little person. Like, so they put the dinosaur head in, and that's what he was, like, rolling around with. And then when he wanted to push the dinosaur off, they swapped in a little person. Dude, watching that from the outside looking in was hilarious. Why even put the little person in there? Just give him like a little bag, like a little green screen bag, and he could just push that off. Movies are crazy, dude. Movies will straight up disrespect people. Can you imagine being in a movie and you think you're going to have this like big part and then you get cut out? You're like waiting around on set, getting treated like shit because everybody's like rushing around. I've never been on a movie set, but I'm just assuming that's how it goes. Everybody's like running around getting water and shit, and then like you're just there for like a fucking 30-second bit. Not even. That would be so disheartening. Also humbling though, right? Like I'm sure it's going to be like the first time I ever go on stage. I'm going to think I'm going to do good. I'm just going to eat a bag of dicks. I don't know. Hopefully I don't eat a bag of dicks. I mean, either way, I think that's part of the journey. But soon though, hopefully, the state I'm in, they're having another spike, so they're kind of keeping everything under wraps. Everybody's still wearing masks and stuff. But yeah, to be like on a movie set, there's no way. There's no way that's got to be fun. I think the coolest part is probably to watch it. But then like some actors say they don't even watch their movies. They don't like watching it because they've already like probably lived 6 or 9 months where they're just doing nothing but filming those scenes. But like big blockbusters, they probably have to show up just for like media. But yeah, I think that's got to be pretty funny. And like, I wouldn't say I wouldn't mind being an actor. I think I could act. I'm not saying that it's not hard. It's probably definitely hard. Because like, imagine that, because for me, it wouldn't be like the crying scenes. You could just mention like, I don't know, my big ass nose, or like, hey, why do you smell? And then I'll instantly, start crying or something. I don't know. But like, becoming an actor is probably mostly not laughing, right? Because some of those scenes, like depending on who you're working with, has to be so fucking funny. There's like 3 people I think I wouldn't be able to keep composure with, like of my buddies, if I was staring at them. And that's how it's got to be, right? Like, I think actors who are probably on movies, like, I mean, yeah, you get the clickbaity videos of, like, stories about actors on set and shit who are, like, assholes. But I would imagine for the most part, like, everybody's getting paid. So the actors are probably really, like, easygoing. Which has to be really hard to, like, hold your composure. I can't wait to get on fucking stage, though. Fuck all that acting shit, dude. I want to be a stand-up so bad. So fucking bad. Comedy is literally... Dude, I remember when I was a kid, I wanted to be on SNL. And I would start writing skits that were just trash. And like I thought I was being funny at the time. I wasn't. I'm doing like what my son does right now, which is like he knows one word made us laugh once. So he'll just say pee-pee every once in a while. It's like, yeah, we get it, bud. Ha 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 ha. And now we don't even pay attention to it. And I was like zoning out while I was watching the movie. And then literally he was like still talking to me. And I just thought it was hilarious because I honestly didn't know he was still talking. But I like zoned out. But that was like, when I look back on it, like that was me trying to like run skit ideas with my mom. She would just like ignore me because I'm like, you're talking all day, dude. The kids don't stop talking. You know what I'm talking about. I just told you guys on the last podcast. The kids just talk. And it's hard, bro. You can't literally look. You can't always respond to your kids because you want to know why? You'll have conversations about what color the ground is for about 3 hours. You guys think some of these podcasts are like really hard to fucking fill space. Try having a meaningful conversation with a child. But to literally like, I'm still trying to write skits. I don't know if that's the lane I want to go because I know for the Instagram, I'd like to start getting videos in, just some little funny ones, but I really want to get up and do stand-up. I've got about a 5 minute set right now. And if I get on stage, hopefully sometime soon, I'm going to record it and then put it up on the Instagram or the YouTube channel. And I'm just going to start putting content out. I'm going to make it happen. Starting this stuff up though is like super nerve-wracking. When I started the podcast, dude, I don't know if I already told you guys this. It literally took me like 40 times to like start the podcast, but then you just got to do it. Like you're gonna fuck it up, you know. There's been a couple of times where I've farted and had to like restart it. Why am I so bad? But I'm just learning. And I'm glad you guys are here following me on this journey. Because guess what? In a year from now, when I have like 55 episodes, you're going to be like, wow, look at him still doing the damn thing. He's not funny, but, you know, he's still doing it. And then I'll be like that sad, like, 24-year-old kid who's like still going to high school. Like, oh, he's still doing it, huh? It's all right. Keep at it, champ. It just fucking looks stupid. No, but seriously, hopefully I'm trying to get, dude, before the summer ends, I want to get up and eat my bag of dicks while I can. Literally still have not gotten my pistols yet, which I just saw a video on YouTube. Still haven't gotten my pistols. Why does it take so long? Now I know why people buy them illegally. Because it's taking me 3 weeks to get my pistol legally. It's retarded. And because of my fucking... Dude. My job should be a lot easier for people in my job to literally purchase a pistol. I'm looking at YouTube right now. Dude, some of the clickbaity shit, who the fuck is clicking that? Like, who gives a fuck enough about the relationship between Chanel West Coast and Rob Dyrdek enough to click that for people to still make videos like that? And it's got 307 views. 307,000 views. From just clickbaity accounts. That shit's so dumb. Who the fuck cares? I never got that. Why people literally like cared more about celebrity lives than they do their own. They're like living with fucking bed sheets on their fucking hangers. Or on bed sheets on their fucking blinds. Broke as a joke. And I'm not hating, dude. I'm still broke. I don't have fucking money in the bank. But those motherfuckers are literally like worrying about what fucking Jennifer Aniston's doing. Who gives a fuck? Those people are so detached from fucking reality. They're not affected by corona. But yet, motherfuckers who are just on fucking YouTube are supporting these fucking bullshit channels. Moving to some current events, dude. I'm sure you guys have all heard about this Nick Cannon. That's hilarious. Literally just got done talking about how much fucking celebrities shouldn't be followed, and literally the first thing I opened up with was a story about Nick Cannon. That's hilarious. Fucking irony, man. No, but apparently he said some like anti-Semitic sentence, and bro, the record skipped just like as if like a white dude started talking about fucking black people, dude. The company, I guess, fired him. That he was this like the overarching company. He owns a lot of his shit, like Wildin' Out and the studio. I think that Wildin' Out's under. And you know he's like owning most of his content, right? So like for him to literally say some of those anti-Semitic things, like the Jews were like, whoa, 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 we're not gonna let you just talk about us like that. We're gonna have to let you go. And he was like, fuck you then. And the company literally wanted him to apologize, and he just doubled down. You know what he said? He was like, he called him on the way out. He said, bye, Jew. And they said, what? He said, nothing. They fucking canned his ass. They don't, but he doesn't give a fuck, dude. He's fucking rich as fuck. Could you imagine if that was a white dude, though, that said that about, like, black people? Dude. He would be getting ripped apart limb by limb in the streets. I don't even know what the fucking full comment was. Oh, shit. Dude, that shit's so fucking funny, though. And, like, he's rich enough to where it doesn't fucking matter. I don't care if I'm rich, right? Like, I know I want things, but it's not like leading my life. But I definitely want to be comfortable enough to where I can just say shit and not have to worry about it. You know? Where I can just like have my own platform and say what I want to say. And the sentence isn't even that bad, dude. The Semitic people are black people. That's not even that crazy. I mean, I feel like some Jewish people have definitely had a worse off time than black people in America right now, but that's also not my place to say. I'm not a black person in today's society. Dude. Fucking hysterical though. Like they wanted him to apologize, and all he did was just double down. Could you imagine? You fucking say your wife's looking a little thick, and she's like, oh, and she like looks at you waiting for the apology, and you're just like, yeah, both fucking thighs. Huh? She's gonna cut your pee off. Hey babe. Those clothes are a little, showing on you. Yeah. You got your titties all out. Put them away. Just doubles down. Oops, my bad, dude. Sorry, I bumped into you. Yeah, better get out of my way. Dude, doubling down is the most gangster thing you can do. Double down. Another current event, dude. So that fucking house fire I was talking about last week, Unfortunately, whoever was in the house, I think it was the mother, unfortunately didn't make it, which sucks because that video is so crazy. Super sad. And like, I was making fun of it I was making fun of it a little bit last week, but it was all like, it's a shame that happened, you know? There was like a wildfire behind my house when I was like a little kid, and I watched this dude like burn. He was trying to get out of the window and stuff, and I was like the fucking 5, I think. I was just watching this shit, 5 or 6. Shit gave me straight up nightmares sometimes. But then like, it was in that weird place where like you don't really know if it was like a memory or if it was like a dream, because it was just so long ago. Like I remember it like very vaguely. I think the song Fire was literally playing in the background, which sounds kind of mean, but I'm pretty sure that was. But yeah, it's unfortunate. I definitely feel bad for their family, and that kid's definitely a trooper. Parents are definitely important. Or even just adults that are just around you. Adult interaction is like crucial. That's why like my kids are picking up all my mannerisms right now. It's kind of funny. Like Lennon will literally like, my son will literally just like, what? Like he'll literally act like me, and it's crazy. I don't know why I didn't think that would happen. I don't know. I guess it's because I think they would develop their own personalities, but they're picking up your mannerisms, and it's kind of funny to watch a mini me, especially because he looks just like me, right? Like there's no denying that that's my kid. Sorry for the burps, guys. I'm drinking the water. But definitely thank you guys. I think that should wrap it up. I want to thank you guys for listening. And again, hopefully soon I'll be getting some guests on, and we'll get it popping. Hopefully with some videos and stuff. So again, thanks for showing up. If you're listening on Spotify, please subscribe. The viewership and listenership on both Spotify and YouTube helps greatly. Realistically, just to get it out there, right? The more views I get, the more YouTube will actually share it and get it a little bit more globalized or nationalized. So thank you guys again. Please, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. If you don't already, follow the Inside Me _pod Instagram tagline, and like and share it with your friends, please. Appreciate all the support. Again, can't thank you guys enough. Peace out.